The savanna is a place where survival is a daily challenge. Every living thing must contend with predators that prowl the plains in search of prey. Some of these predators are large and powerful, while others are small and quick. But all of them have one thing in common. They are at the top of their food chain. Today, we'll meet two of the savanna's most fearsome predators and find out who would win in a fight, the cheetah or the leopard. First, we'll start with the cheetah. The cheetah is the fastest land animal in the world. It can reach speeds of up to 120 kilometers per hour. This makes it perfectly adapted for hunting on the savanna, where its main prey, the Thompson's gazelle, can run just as fast. Cheetahs are also very agile. They can accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 3 seconds. This means that if a cheetah wants to catch its prey, there's almost nothing it can do. Of course, this doesn't mean that cheetahs always get their prey. In fact, they only succeed about 50% of the time. But when they do catch their prey, it's usually a quick and painless death. Cheetahs are not strong enough to kill larger animals like zebras or wildebeest, but they don't need to be. Thompson's gazelle are small, graceful animals that make for easy prey. Now, let's take a look at the leopard. The leopard is a much larger animal than the cheetah. It can weigh up to 200 kilograms, while the largest cheetahs only reach around 80 kilograms. Leopards are also more muscular and have longer legs. This gives them an advantage over the cheetah when fighting on the ground. However, leopards are not as fast. They can run up to 56 kilometers per hour, but that's still pretty fast. Leopards are also very agile, but their agility is different from that of a cheetah. They're better at jumping and climbing than running, which is why they're often found in trees. Leopards are also more solitary than cheetahs, which means that they have to rely on stealth and cunning rather than speed to catch their prey. So now we know the strengths and weaknesses of both animals. Let's see how they would fare in a fight. There's really only one way for this fight to go down. The leopard has the advantage in size and strength, but the cheetah has the advantage in speed. If the cheetah could keep the leopard at a distance, it would eventually tire itself out, and then the leopard could pounce and end the fight quickly. However, this is unlikely to happen. Leopards are much more experienced hunters than cheetahs. They know how to stalk their prey, and they won't give the cheetah an opportunity to get too far away. Leopards are also much more aggressive than cheetahs. If the two animals come into contact, the leopard will most likely win the fight. But what if the cheetah could somehow keep the leopard at a distance? In that case, the cheetah would probably win. However, this is unlikely to happen in nature. Leopards are simply too good at hunting. They won't give the cheetah an opportunity to get too far away. In addition, leopards are powerful enough to kill cheetahs. So even if the cheetah could keep the leopard at a distance, it wouldn't be able to escape for long. Eventually, the leopard would close the distance and end the fight. That being said, there have been cases of leopards being defeated by cheetahs. In 2013, a cheetah killed a leopard in the Kruger National Park in South Africa. This was an extremely rare occurrence, however, as leopards are simply too strong for cheetahs. The leopard in this fight was most likely already injured or sick, as a healthy leopard would never be defeated by a cheetah. If you ask me, the leopard is the clear winner in this matchup. Leopards are simply too big, strong, and experienced for cheetahs. Even though cheetahs are faster, leopards can easily catch them and end the fight quickly. Of course, there are always exceptions to every rule, and it's possible that a cheetah could defeat a leopard if it was big enough. However, this is very unlikely. Most cheetahs are nowhere near the size of leopards, so they stand no chance against them. Now that we know who would win in a fight between a cheetah and a leopard, it's time to talk about the symbiotic relationship between these two animals. You see, cheetahs and leopards often live in the same areas, and they sometimes share the same prey. This can lead to conflict as both animals are predators and they won't hesitate to kill each other's prey. However, there's also an upside to this. The presence of leopards can actually help cheetahs survive. That might sound strange, but it's true. Leopards are much more likely to kill off sick or old animals. This means that the healthiest and strongest animals are left to breed, which is good news for cheetahs. Cheetahs are already endangered, and their numbers are declining, so any help they can get is appreciated. There's also another reason why leopards can help cheetahs. Leopards are known to kill and eat smaller predators, such as mongooses. This helps to control the population of these animals, which can be harmful to cheetahs. Mongooses are known to steal cheetah kills, so by killing mongooses, leopards are indirectly helping cheetahs. In addition to these two examples, there are many other ways in which leopards can help cheetahs. For example, leopards can scare away hyenas, which are a major threat to cheetahs. Hyenas are known to kill cheetahs and their cubs, so any help that cheetahs can get in this area is vital. Leopards are also much more likely to defend a cheetah kill than a leopard kill. This means that cheetahs are less likely to lose their hard-earned meal to scavengers. Of course, this doesn't mean that leopards are always nice to cheetahs. Sometimes leopards will kill cheetahs just for fun. However, overall, the benefits of having leopards around outweigh the negatives. Cheetahs need all the help they can get, and leopards are happy to oblige. After all, leopards are apex predators, and they don't have many enemies themselves. By helping out the underdog, leopards ensure that they have plenty of company on the savanna. Some people may argue that the leopard's advantages are only apparent in certain situations. And while that's true, it's important to remember that nature is rarely black and white. There are always exceptions to every rule, and there are many factors that could influence the outcome of a fight between a leopard and a cheetah. However, in general, leopards are simply better equipped to take on a cheetah. Their size, strength, and experience give them a significant advantage. And while cheetahs are faster, leopards can easily catch them. Leopards are also more adaptable than cheetahs. They are able to hunt a wider variety of prey, and they can survive in a wider range of habitats. This means that they're more likely to come into conflict with cheetahs, and they usually win those conflicts. On the other hand, leopards can also help cheetahs in some situations. They help to control populations of animals that prey on cheetahs, such as mongooses. And they also help to defend cheetah kills from scavengers. Overall, the benefits of having leopards around outweigh the negatives. And while leopards may sometimes kill cheetahs just for fun, they're mostly beneficial for their smaller cousins. In conclusion, while there may be some situations where a cheetah could defeat a leopard, it's very unlikely. Leopards are simply too big, strong, and experienced for cheetahs. Even though cheetahs are faster, leopards can easily catch them and end the fight quickly. Additionally, leopards help cheetahs in many ways, such as by controlling populations of animals that prey on cheetahs and defending their kills from scavengers. Overall, the leopard is the clear winner in a fight against the cheetah, and they're also surprisingly good friends. We hope you enjoyed learning about these amazing animals. If you did, please leave us a like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching. See ya.